Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome to the second episode of Out of the Hood. Today with me I have someone I've spent the last 3 years of my life with at my undergrad course. However, I've known him since 2006. He's that chilled out, fun loving character you have in every boy gang. He's the one that makes your Saturday night plans and has all the essentials at the flick of a button. He's that friend that you always want in times of trouble and even more in times of happiness. Welcome to the show, my brother, the ladies' man, Yash Jhaveri. Hey Yash, so welcome to the show, man. Tell us what's been happening and what are you working on, etc.
Hey Hamza, firstly, thanks a lot for having me on Out of the Hood. I'm looking forward to the podcast. Basically, nothing much is happening. What I'm doing is just chilling and have been working with dad. So I and dad are working to basically save our frontline warriors because of the pandemic, what's been happening and the situation.
Yes.
We have been supplying PPE kits and three-ply mask and all the other surgical non-woven
Okay.
things to doctors, private organizations, clinics, and foundations. So, we are just taking care of all these people and also, looking for the pandemic to get over. So, yeah, pretty much that.
Sounds great, man. We really appreciate what you're doing. So, as I mentioned, like in the topic of my podcast,
Mm-hmm.
today we're gonna talk about mainly, sort of speaking up and coming out on your fears. So, for all those people who don't know, Yash actually has a very fun-loving personality, as we know. But back in school, he was picked on, and he suffered a lot because of that. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, the reason why I picked this topic with you is because my target audience falls in the sweet spot of 16 to 25.
Right.
So, uh, those people who are hearing, there might be kids in that, who are school. So, I
Correct.
want you to give experiences that you had that, sort of got you down, but then you moved up again. And I
Right.
want you to share with them how they should deal with their current situation if they are being picked on.
Right. So, Hamza, it's a really good, way of putting this up. I feel that I was a victim of bullying once upon a time when I was in
Mhm.
school, like say somewhere in eighth, ninth grade, and then up to some extent in 10th grade. So what happened was that obviously, coming from an ICSE school and then getting into a board which is basically IGCSE and then IB, it takes a lot of guts to do that because
Agree.
firstly
Yeah.
you need to move with the trend. Obviously there are people who are looking at you, who are judging, and of course like going to such a prestigious school and also living up to your
Mhm.
classmates expectations and all. At times I was picked up and I was a victim to bullying, but I took that bullying to another level by actually making myself confident. I thought that, okay, let me do one thing, take my bullying into an opportunity. So
Sort of
that's how,
it as
yeah. So, that's how I came up. Like when I joined my college, like when I came after my high school, when I joined college, I actually thought that, why should I not, why should I become a victim to bullying all over again? Let me play my cards in a way where I hit my self that hardly, where, I am the one who's being confident here. So I feel that,
mm,
a person out there should take bullying as an opportunity to come out really hard and bounce back rather than just sulking and being in a corner and not taking any action. So
okay. So I have one follow-up question for you
mm-hmm,
actually.
mm-hmm,
So I think mostly in reality we don't hear that many stories, but we see this in a lot of movies and shows that when kids are in such situations, they tend to take really, severe measures.
right,
And in that time, usually friends come in the picture or family to support the student or that particular
right,
individual. So
right.
do you have something like that to share a particular instance?
Definitely. In fact, I would like to highlight that there was a time in college, like say in my first year. I was given a
Hmm.
role to play of a transgender. Now,
I do
obviously,
remember
yeah.
that.
So
Yes.
now, exactly when you come to know that you have to play a role of a transgender, everyone put their hands up that why the hell should we become a transgender? Like why should we take
Yeah.
this role? But I was like, chalo, let's see what is this. Like probably it may open my doors to many other things, and especially when it comes to me, Hamza, I have stage fright, frankly speaking. So I was like, let me take this as a challenge and let me come out of my comfort zone. So I was like, okay. I started rehearsing for the, for the act, and went into my character and all. And when I actually when I played the role of a transgender, I was so happy and relieved because, firstly, I got my fear out, and secondly, when I saw my friends being in the first row encouraging me, I was like, there it goes. Like, my strength
That
was
really
lying
like
there.
boosts your morale.
Exactly. Like, I was like, my strength is just lying there. Like, I just have to look at my friends, and I was getting encouragement and the boost to do even better. And in fact, what made me even better was that they were applauding and they were making me smile. So, I could get into the character even more. And that's how I pulled off the character. And I remember that I was being applauded and I got a standing ovation by my professors.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I do remember every bit of it actually, because that was once when that was like a really different experience for our entire group, I think. So that's
Exactly.
amazing.
Exactly.
And to sum up this first segment of this question is, I think what Yash is trying to say in the best possible way is sort of challenge yourself, speak up, and
Yes,
wherever you can draw in support, try and do it. Share with your friends, your family, and at the end
definitely.
of it, you will sort of overcome whatever fear that it is pushing you, right?
Definitely.
So yeah, so
In
that's what we got. Yeah.
Definitely. In
What do you would
fact,
like to say?
Hamza, I would like to add this, that one thing I would like to add is that we know that we all teenagers love our comfort zone. Like, let's face the fact that all of us like our comfort zone. But
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
somewhere I feel that step out of the comfort zone. You never know. You may be much better out of your comfort zone. Like अभी तक तो आपने comfort zone कर लिया, but then what about the
Mhm.
next step? You rather step out and see what the world has got in store for you, and let's face the competition.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And that's like a great learning for whoever's listening. Now, moving on to the second segment of your life, which was another struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I want to talk about is that usually once we are done with school, we think about, yeah, undergrad or masters, we want to go
Yes.
abroad, we want to
Yes.
pursue our
Yes.
studies ahead. But
Yes.
something that we as students do not consider is that we might go there and we might not tend to like, we might get homesick, we might not like the
Right.
food,
Right.
roommates, it may just not like we might not just adapt to our situation.
Definitely.
So I
Definitely.
know that you have gone to Boston, you studied there, and you didn't like it. That's why you came back to Mumbai and
Right.
took a gap year and
Right.
then joined us. So, what is it that you want to share about deciding to go for your masters, and on what basis should you make that decision?
So, firstly, Hamza, I feel that you should be well prepared in your mind. Like, in my case, my dad studied in a university in Boston. So, basically, for me, abroad was like, oh my god, I need to be like my dad. I should go abroad. I should do my undergrad there, then do my MBA and all, because my dad studied there for several years. But one thing I forgot was that not every time a person can adapt to what the other person has done. So, you know, I was living my dad's dream, and I was like, that why am I living his dream when I have some other things to do? So when I went there for the first 1 2 months, I kind of settled, and I was like, I was having fun. Like, in fact, there were many experiences, like going to frat parties and, like, obviously
Yeah,
mingling
you've
around.
had a lot of fun. I know that.
Well, it was, I mean, Americans, and like what happened with American chicks, and roommates, and blah blah blah. So all that I went through, but one thing was still missing, and which was that comforting thing that I was looking for. Now that comforting thing, obviously, as a person, when I talk about myself, my personality is where, like, lies where I am a person who would want to be with my family, would want to be with my
You're very,
friends.
very family oriented. Yes,
Exactly.
100%.
I'm
Yeah.
very family oriented, as well as I love my friends and the culture of our country and city. And also, one day I just called up dad and I'm like, hey dad, I don't think so I'm fitting in here. Probably it's not my cup of tea. So, let me just back in. Like, I just want to come back home.
Yeah,
He's like, he was like, are you sure, Yash? Like, I mean, because this is your life and your career,
yeah, yeah,
decision. So I'm like, no, dad, I think I cannot adapt here. So I would want to come back here. So this is how I came back here and I joined my college, and this is how I'm here now. So, one thing I would just want to tell the people out there is that, A, be mentally and physically prepared to go there, because the weather hits you hard, as well as, trust me, people over there easy to mingle around. Like, if you see
Mhm.
an Indian, they'll be like, oh, arey bhai, kaisa hai? And, like, oh, hi, and all that. But when it comes to
Yeah,
other people over there, it's very difficult to, be like, actually have a stand over there or establish yourself. So, in the end, I would just like to say that, be the one who you want to be, and always have your aspirations. Like, don't live up to your parents' dreams or anyone else's dreams. Have your own dream, fulfill that, and then see how your life goes. I'm very sure the life will be much better, because I don't think that you should live anyone else's dreams, like neither your parents nor anyone else, or nor even your friends or something. I know so many teenagers, bro, that they are like, it was my dad's dream to, go out, so I went. But then आपने किया क्या? कुछ नहीं.
yeah. And also, I think when someone's moving with that motive in life, okay, it's my dad's dream and I want to do it. Like, till when can that person, have that drive in himself that I want to work towards that? At the end of it,
Definitely.
he's also going to say that what is the meaning in my life? What's my purpose, right?
Exactly. Like
So,
today, look
hmm,
at you. Like, I mean, probably, obviously, your dad is doing something else, but then you are doing something else and you are liking it. Like today, you having your
right,
podcast, you singing and all, that is your dream, probably. That's what you want to pursue. So, might as well go
correct,
for
correct,
that.
100%.
Passion plays a very vital role, bro, I must say. And today, I'm so happy that I'm following my passion. Right now, also, I'm working with my dad, but somewhere at the back of my mind that I want to do marketing and I love marketing. So that's where I'm heading to, and that's what even I'm pursuing in my dad's business.
Correct, yeah.
So,
Okay, so that was like a good summary of towards the end of your life. But
right.
also this last question that I have for you, and I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
ask my future guest also, is that
Right.
if today was your last day on planet Earth, okay, and you have to share
Mm-hmm.
one giveaway with all those people listening to you, especially the youngsters, and this is a
Right.
learning that you've learned through your personal experiences, and they're not going to hear about this in any kind of motivational video, books, quotes,
Mm-hmm.
nothing like that. I want on ground reality, something you've experienced,
Right.
and you'll be like, yeah, okay, this is my biggest learning. So, what
Correct.
would that be?
I think my biggest learning, looking at how I've gone, like what I've gone through and what I am today, I think, bro, it will be definitely one mantra that I'm living by is, literally, thrive plus, strive is equal to survive. This is what I'm living by right now, and I'm telling you, this is what has made me what I am today. Like, I am striving to, give my best in whatever I'm doing, like, to even when I'm working with my dad, or I'm doing something with my friends, or I'm doing something at home, I'm thriving to become much better and, move up the ladder than my own potential. And this is how I think we are able to survive, because let's face it, Hamza, today's world is become too competitive.
I agree. Yeah.
So, at every corner you have some competition, whether in sports or academia or
Yeah. You
whatever,
gotta
like
keep moving,
various.
otherwise you're gonna get thrashed. I agree. Yeah.
Definitely. So, that's how your survival of the fittest happens. So, my mantra is ki bhai, you thrive, you survive, which will make you, literally survive and go all bonkers when it comes to all the things that you actually want
Hmm,
to
hmm,
do.
hmm, hmm.
So this is what, I would want to tell my future Yash, or like say someone who's younger to me, or also someone who's listening to me right now. So just be yourself, just follow your passion, and like always, even you have always told me, and even your mantra is that trust the process. somewhere or the other, to bro, trust, if you trust the process, something good will definitely happen, because everything happens for a reason.
Correct, correct. And also to like sort of make our listeners understand when Yash meant go bonkers, he meant it positively, of course,
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
crazy working. Bonkers, he meant work in such a way that like every minute you're working towards your goal is what he was trying to say. For those
Definitely.
people who can misinterpret what you said, so I don't want that to happen. So that's
Right.
why I
That,
said that. And
and
also in exchange, 1 minute before you continue, also in
right.
exchange, I want to give you a compliment because this is something I've realized in the last 3 years of my life with you is bro, I really envy the kind of confidence that you've got. Like that you carry out in your regular life. You know,
Right.
I've seen you deal with people, I've seen you deal with strangers for that matter of fact, and
Right.
how you put yourself across is amazing. So I
Thank
want to
you so much,
compliment
bro.
you on that.
Bro, in fact, I'm telling you now, Hamza, this all has come because y'all have been there. Because, see, obviously, your family and your friends do matter a lot. Like, always surround yourself with positive people. Like, that's what I was coming to.
Yeah.
Being positive. Like, even I used to be very negative earlier, and things used to be negative with me. But then, since the time I started to become positive, I've been having only positive things. Like, today, I'm doing so well, like obviously for myself. I have a great life, I have great friends, I like what I'm doing, and probably in my future also I'm going to continue doing the same. So obviously when I say bonkers, obviously don't go haphazard, or don't become a jungly,
Mhm.
but become positive and
Yes.
always give everything a positive approach. And when you said about confidence, Hamza, trust me, this confidence has come after a very, very long time,
Mhm.
what I've
I
gone
do know your
through,
journey, man. I do
exactly
know your
what I've
journey.
gone through and what I have seen and things, I have built this confidence on my own. So today I think I should also pat myself and all of you all to make me what I am actually. So, just wear your confidence. And I'm a person who would love being, social and like, just being me. Like, me now since 3 years, like what kind of entertainment person I am. Like, just, jollying around, bouncing around, doing my monkey business and all.
Mhm.
But, the moment I feel that is giving someone a smile, I'm happy.
Right, right, right. Okay, so to sum up, I think what he tried to say is like just go out there, experience things, and try things out, and at the end of it, you'll figure out what you want to do with your life. And also, like that's the end of our podcast. So I'm gonna mention Yash's link down there, his Instagram link, and also his Twitter handle for his company, his dad's company, where you can sort of go and check out the stuff he's doing, the
Yes,
foundations with
please.
the with whom he's working and his products and stuff like that. So please go and follow him and support him because times are tough. And that's about it, Yash. Thank you so much for being on my show, man.
Thank you so much, bro. And I love your podcast. I hope you do really well. And I'm looking forward to more
Thank you.
episodes.
Thank you. Thank you, man. See you on the other side. Bye.
See you, bro. Bye bye.
So, guys, that was episode 2 of Out of the Hood. Hope whatever Yash shared was insightful and beneficial in any particular way to all our listeners. Stay connected for more interesting content on my channel. You can check me out on Anchor, Spotify, Pocket Casts, and several other platforms. I'll see you all at the podcast.